I'm Annie Van Valkenburg, and this is my literary journalism project. It's on the state of Wyoming, the history, the sights, and basic tourist element of it, I guess. Wyoming is the 10th largest state in the United States. However, it is also the least populated. To get there from where we're at, just drive a little bit northeast and you'll get there. To give you an idea as just how low the population in Wyoming is, well, for every 4 people in Utah, there's 1 person in Wyoming. Lisa Johnson shares her thoughts on the residents.
Really friendly. The ones that I've come in contact with, like at the grocery store, and the drivers seem to be really nice and polite, and they seem, whenever you go into a place of business, they seem really happy to have your business and just seem friendly. I'm sure it drives them crazy to have their state be overtaken every July. That seems to be the most popular time because of the weather to be in Wyoming.
Wyoming is widely a tourist state, with its Grand Tetons holding hundreds of lakes for people to come and visit. But by far what Wyoming's recognized for is Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone's hot springs are gorgeous. However, these are not springs you're going to want to dip your feet in, especially considering they're 204 degrees Fahrenheit. People settling the West started killing off all the American bison, but thanks to Yellowstone, their population has been preserved. To the Native Americans, buffalo were seen as religious symbols and a way of life. Indians would hunt them not only for their hide, but for every part of their body. Many settlers came and didn't use any of the buffalo except for the hide, and wasted hundreds of millions of buffaloes' lives. But at least their population is making the comeback. It has been discovered that for over 10,000 years, people have been living in the state of Wyoming. Mainly Native Americans, people had been settling Wyoming since the early 1800s, once the West was opened up for settlement. Officially, Wyoming became a state in 1890, known as the Equality State because, well, they granted women the right to vote before any other state. Wyoming is often seen as a state to go fishing, to go hunting, or just to look for big game like, the elk. You don't actually have to go to Yellowstone, though, to see the great wildlife. Elk are spread throughout the state, and, well, since they're such fantastic animals, people often go there to see them. There's also wild horses. Many states don't hold wild horses anymore, and there's also a lot of cattle ranches that you could go visit if you wanted to, and there's also cowboys, traditional cowboys, who live in log cabins. We like log cabins. And then here is the state flag. Boom! State flag! It's obvious why a lot of people want to go to Wyoming because there's so much to do, so much to see. Not a lot of people to meet, but a lot to do. Lisa Johnson would like to share her thoughts on why she takes her family every single summer to Wyoming.
Taking our family to Wyoming's been a tradition for a long time, and everybody's kind of fallen in love with running the Snake River and being together there. So it's not too far from here. It's not too far of a drive, and yet you get there and you really feel like you're away from the big city and all the pressures and stuff that come with city life.
The Wyoming Office of Tourism invests over $200,000 of research every year to provide a foundation for making strategic and tactical decisions about all marketing efforts. The total income from all the national parks throughout Wyoming just in 1 year is over $10 million. That's a lot of money. It's pretty hard to see all of Yellowstone in one day, so they've created this little thing where you can go drive around with a bunch of bears. Yeah, it's called Bear World. You get to pet baby cubs or even feed them milk if you really wanted to. But it's a really great experience, having bears surrounding your car. For whatever reason, Wyoming has this tendency to name towns after famous cities throughout the world. There's Paris. There's a Buffalo, like Buffalo, New York. And they also have rather odd names, like Chugwater. Chugwater. And then there's also Elk Mountain. They're so creative. And Diamondville. I may sound a little cynical, but Wyoming really is a good place. If you'd ever want to visit, do it. you've got no reason to hesitate. It's a great place. It's a good place to take family, to take friends. It is literally a land of adventure. And there's plenty to do to keep you occupied for months if you were that willing to go on a vacation for that long. Well, yeah, I'm Annie Van Valkenburg. This was my Wyoming project, and thank you for watching.